Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Justice Brothers. I'm Dan,
And I'm Derek.
and we're back with Devil May Cry 4.
Alright.
And right now, we are. I think we'll show it. Yeah, I'm on mission 7, which is right before. Like, Dante just. Alright, Dante. There we go again. Nero.
I'm telling you, the redesign was definitely for the best.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, so we're just gonna see here. Nero just entered the forest and beat Agnes and got his double trigger. So we're now in the story where Agnes is mad.
He looks like a mad person.
Yeah.
How dare you raise your
And he
voice
stutters.
in the
Yes, he does.
presence
That arrogant kid possesses demonic power!
of this? Absurd.
Absurd! Don't play me a fool! Is he not your
So yeah, we're
subordinate?
just looking. So obviously, Agnes is mad because Nero was the only person who managed to fix Yamato, which we know. Well, spoiler for Devil May Cry 5. If you haven't played that, you should definitely play it because it's amazing. But we find out that Nero is Virgil's son, so obviously, being his son, he has the power to with Yamato to fix it and all that.
You can guarantee.
I'm not sure if I want to classify it, because obviously it is technically spoiler because it wasn't revealed until Devil May Cry 5. But like I said, it's one of those things that's like everybody kind of figured in the fandom. So
Yeah,
it's like,
definitely in this as well because
obviously if you have the amount of brain cells as me, you probably wouldn't have
Liable.
guessed that. You probably wouldn't have figured that or anything. But
yeah,
if you didn't have Devil May Cry knowledge, you probably would have figured that there was a connection between those two.
yeah, because I did forget to mention in the last episode. I'm pretty sure. So the whole thing I did say though that Virgil did say the same thing that Nero said, which is power and need more power, which is something which is in Devil May Cry 3. So, you know.
Find us Nero and Yamato and bring them back to me.
And yeah, as we see now, Credo is now his mission is now to get Nero.
I thought he called Nero Miro. I'm about to say, who the hell is Miro?
Yeah.
But
And as you see, a little foreshadow, Agnes saying, "Oh, Kyrie is Nero has feelings for Kyrie or has some connection." So.
and here we are in some fucking jungle land.
Yep. Which is honestly, I think, it's probably
The She Viper.
yes. It's probably I think my favorite part of the game because it's I don't know cool. No, I do know because it brings out 2 new enemies that we will see later. But yeah.
Alright, so because we were talking before this, so what was that you wanted to talk about?
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah,
My volume was a little too loud. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's fine. Because we were talking about this earlier, something earlier. What was it you wanted to continue talking about during the recording?
Oh yeah. So one thing that I really love about Devil May Cry 4 is that I'm pretty sure I know 4 was definitely is, but I'm not sure about the other 3. I need to look that up. But most of all of this was motion captured, and the fact that
Like, I remember that shit from 5. Like,
yeah, no, 5 was like showed that definitely, but 4 was also motion capture, and the fact that I'm pretty sure Johnny Young Bob did some of the motion capture.
Bosch, not Bob.
I did say Bosch.
Oh yes, I heard something else. I heard Bosch.
Well, we'll see
I heard
it.
Dutch Bosch or some shit. I did not hear Bosch.
We'll see it in the recording, but like the fact that like Johnny Young Bosch like did some of the motion capture just kind of makes me happy because we have a fucking Power Ranger doing some of this stuff. So like it's awesome. And yeah, this is the next new enemy. I forgot. There's something seed, I think Cronus seed or something like that. But pretty much what he do.
They
is
look like those flower things from fucking Resident Evil.
Yeah, but I mean they look like flower stuff because they are kind of plant based because this is part of the.
Well, obviously they're plants. I thought we were calling them flowers.
Yeah, but yeah, as you can see, so the annoying part about them that I hate about these guys is that at certain points they will start flailing around swords, their own like swords. So you know, you can't get too close to them. Like if you stay too close to them, then they'll start swinging around and it'll hurt you.
Start throwing their own little temper tantrums.
Yes. And then this room is just a good place for red orbs. But yeah, and technically these eggs are where those enemies spawn. The seed guys.
The flowers.
Yeah, the flowers.
Okay.
But because just the game wise, you know, it's like, oh, we're not gonna put so many of them there, but yeah.
So that's kind of like also this is where they would be like coming out of later on, like not in like the actual game.
Yeah, like
like
story, like
lore-wise.
it's more like, yeah, story wise. If you let them stay there, they'll grow, they'll mature enough to actually come out. But yeah. And you see me, I failed the fucking.
It's one of the. I know what the type puzzle this is. I
Yeah.
see these in like everything.
Oh yeah.
I feel like every platformer ever has to have like 3 of these.
Yeah, no, this is. As you can tell, this is not the first time you'll see this. There's just a taste of what happens, because I remember there's another section of this where it's like these kind of platformers, and then there's a secret mission that, spoiler alert, I actually died for the first time because of that secret mission. Because I was just like, I need to do this. I know I could do this, and no, I just die. And after I died, I was like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, all right. So
Yeah.
I'm a fucks with you.
Yeah. Is it this part? No. Yeah. So it's actually this part right here next. So do some jumping and then the fucking puzzles.
So anything else you wanna quickly talk about, like while we're here? Cause well, the main thing that I wrote down for us to talk about is something that actually is gonna take up a lot of our time. So
All right. So I just want to first of all, this shit. Like here, not only do you have
what are you doing to it?
no, I'm shooting it obviously to get.
Are
up
you
and-
sure? Because it looks like you're doing jack shit.
No, yeah, that's what it looks like. But no, you have to shoot it, or at least use Nero's Devil Bringer to lessen the glow.
Alright, because I was legit like, are you actually doing damage?
No,
to this
yeah,
thing?
no, I'm actually am, but yeah.
Oh,
As you can see, they're kind of randomized. Like you can tell a little bit when they're gonna go down because they start going to a lighter shade of blue and then red. Like you can see now, I'm pretty sure, like that. And I think like I get fucking dropped down.
Okay, yeah, I see why you died there.
Yeah.
Oh no,
like-
that's
no,
not.
I didn't die.
Oh.
It's I think it's the second session that I do. I'm pretty sure. But anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, this stuff is annoying. Like, it's annoying that enough that like
that's
it's a puzzle.
lot of niggas.
Yeah, it really is.
They about it. They're like, yo, let's get it, boys.
Yeah, I think I like get hit a couple more times here, but anyways, I like to with that shit. Just some stuff that I wanted to bring up because I have it here on my phone. So some of the voice actors. So we
mentioned Young Basha. I forgot the name, but we mentioned Dante's voice actor, and we mentioned Kidias.
yes.
We definitely didn't mention any other villains, and
Yeah, which I'm about to bring up
Virgil
now.
wasn't part of the main story. That's why I didn't bring him up.
Yeah.
But I know he's in this.
So, the voice of Agnes is actually voiced by TJ Storm. He voiced TJ Storm.
Okay.
So, he has played...
He's Strider from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, he played Strider from Capcom. Birdie from Street Fighter V. And some Remy Nutsu for Battlefield Hardline, which, if you're a Battlefield fan, there you go. He has played...
Played a character in Berserk. Okay then.
Yeah. And Codename Steam.
He seems like he's just a very prominent what's called Marvel voice actor. There you go.
Yeah,
It kind of makes sense like that they would use the same voice actors for different projects.
Yeah.
Since they would have the connections.
And then
No,
Credo.
get new ones.
Yeah, and Credo, the
Oh,
brother.
that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I literally had to look at the picture that you had
Yeah.
to see who he was.
He is voiced by TJ Rotolo, which we'll see.
And yes, we know that Japanese voice actors were going to the English
Yeah,
voice
we're just going
actors.
to the English one. Oh, he plays William Birkin in Resident Evil 2. I believe the remake. He plays Frank West in
I
Marvel
think
vs.
he
Capcom.
also played in Operation in Raccoon City from what I see on your phone.
Yeah.
And he is
So he's the
Frank
voice-
West in
yeah, so he's-
Ultimate vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, he's the voice actor of Frank West, it looks like, because
Yeah,
Dead Rising 2.
Yeah,
like,
he's just Frank's voice actor. Okay.
yeah, so he's a Frank West voice actor and a William Birkin
He's
voice actor.
he seems like he's just like a Capcom guy because all of these roles
Yeah, all
are
the-
Capcom roles from what I see. Frank West, I see,
and
a few
William
Resident
Birkin
Evil
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. And for Sanctus, the whole priest dude, he's voiced by Liam O'Brien. I remember him. He's in Critical Role. He's one of the voice actors, the famous voice actors in Critical Role. He plays D&D. And let's see. So he has done.
He's in Death Stranding,
Yeah, he's in Death Stranding.
Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games,
He played a guy.
in
He was in
Catherine.
Catherine. Yeah.
Orlando had
Yes.
Haddock.
Haddock,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Because I couldn't see like the full thing.
He
And
played a whole lot in
Yeah.
Marvel vs.
okay, I wonder who was their go-to person for that.
Yeah.
So you hear like my voice get weird. I have a bottle next to me that I'm drinking. A bottle of soda, not water or anything else.
Yes. He has a
He has
tons of
a
roles.
library. He has himself a nice little library.
He has a whole
Let
library.
me stop doing this with the stupid bottle.
Yeah. He's done some characters in Darksiders 3.
Hold on, go back up.
Persona 3, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I saw Akihiko and I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Derek has been playing a little bit of Persona 3.
Well, that's
lately.
on Persona 3 Dancing Moonlight.
Well, yeah, that's a Dancing
Okay, no,
Moonlight.
so he is Akihiko's voice actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on, go back up, go up. I saw Cecil, I mean, not Cecil, Kane, there you go, Kane. Okay, so he's Kane from the city of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy, okay.
So, as you can, yeah, we can
Okay,
tell.
so he
yeah,
has a calendar.
Liam O'Brien is. I know he's a famous voice actor.
Yeah,
because
okay,
of
I
Critical
didn't know.
Role,
Yeah,
because
that's
he
crazy.
knows Matt Mercer and Ashley Johnson and all of them. So it's
Okay,
like,
so he's like one of those big guys.
yeah, he definitely was.
Okay, that's cool.
And
I didn't. Jesus Christ, that dude had a library. I was just looking at it.
Yeah, we
I see
just
you
keep
scrolling.
scrolling
I'm just
down,
like,
it's like-
I'm just like, hold on, when is this gonna end? Because all I
Yeah.
saw was you scrolling. And I'm like, hold up,
Yeah,
that's still going.
yeah. So since I know this is just another little enemy fight like Spawn, so you want to get into
So
Like,
you
what
can
do you wanna
pick for
talk-
this because there's two things I want to talk about.
Okay.
One's gonna take not that long. The other's gonna take, I feel like, because of how the people we are while talk about.
I think if I remember correctly, there's because the next boss fight that the boss fight that's in the middle of this, it's all right. Like it's not one of the better ones. Like even though she does have similar, she's the same way as as the three other bosses where she has a phase of like getting stronger, and she does adapt a little bit to the character, to the player. Obviously, because I'm playing in normal mode, I pretty much like shit on her like always. But yeah, so I think there's not really much to talk about, like other than like just the game wise I want to talk about, but that can wait for the next episode.
So that's what I was gonna say, because I'm giving you two options. You can choose
No,
to talk about the end of DBD Abridged, or we can talk about Fighter DLC first, whichever one you want to talk about first. I'm giving you the choice.
Let's start on a low note with the DBZA ending.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So, because I saw that and I wanted to see what you thought about it. Because I feel like while I showed you it, you ended up kind of becoming a bigger fan of them than I did. So,
Yeah.
I want to hear what you think about that.
honestly, like.
That being said, like, I hope that doesn't sound like I'm not a fan of them to anybody. I do fucking love the guys. I
Yeah,
think they're all
I-
talented.
like-
and just what they did was fucking amazing.
Yeah, like obviously they're
Danny
another
Boy
big
here, I
brand.
just feel like he followed them a lot more their activity than I
Yeah,
ever did.
I definitely have. Like, I subscribe to their main channel of TFS. I subscribe to TFS Gaming. They had an anime channel called what was it? 4-Star Bento. There you go, Bento. And like, yeah,
I heard of that one. I'm definitely not subscribed to it. I am subscribed to the gaming channel, but I have not watched anything of their gaming content in a while.
Yeah, like the main reason I watched them was, or I stayed subscribing or kept watching, was because of their D&D games. Like,
Yeah.
obviously I followed them, whatever called their D&D games. But yeah, I did watch the whole video. I even went to their Patreon to see like what their whole.
I didn't see. I saw they
explanation.
posted a Patreon thing, so I wasn't like aware of really what was going on until like the video aired.
Yeah, but yeah, like it is kind of upsetting that they, you know, they had to stop, or they're stopping the whole DBZA. But I mean, I kind of understand. Like they've done it for a long time now.
Yeah.
Like I can see where the burnout is coming from, and although I do wish they at least would have finished Boo Saga, I can see like they did explain that the Boo Saga wasn't gonna be as the same as all their other sagas that they did, which like I completely understand.
Real side note, big snake ass nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically, so he's just that one scene in Sonic Adventure. Oh?
Yes. pretty
Okay.
much.
Wait, is that Sonic Adventure or was that fucking Sonic Heroes? No, that was Sonic. I think that was Adventure.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
I don't play Sonic games that much. I forgot which one is the one with the fucking whale.
Yeah. As you can see, kind of an easy thing to do. You just run
I think that
away.
was Heroes. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, I haven't played much of it, so I mean, I don't think I've ever played any of the Sonic
I
games.
haven't
unless,
played a Sonic game in like 10 years.
Yeah, like I think I know I played Sonic Sonic Unleashed, even though a lot of people still don't
Sonic
agree.
Unleashed is alright. It's a okay game.
Yeah.
It has some good parts to it. The problem is with it is that it's one of Sega's blacklisted games.
Yeah.
So basically, you're never gonna see or hear anything about it ever again for the rest of your life.
Yeah, which is kind of upsetting because like I think you could tell. I think you know the reason why.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Yeah,
If you,
it was-
You're watching this,
Yeah.
and if you played Sonic Unleashed, you probably can make the connection of why he played Unleashed.
And if you can't make the connection, they would just make it clear. Let me spell it out for you. You were Sonic had the hedge.
Werehog.
Yeah,
It's just called a Werehog.
Werehog, and that part of the game was hack and slash. As you can see, I love hack and slash games. But anyways,
Which made no sense that it's called a Werehog because he's already a hedgehog.
yeah, I know, but
The whole thing of the where is that they're becoming a creature. A hedgehog can't become a hedgehog. That's not how it works.
yeah, I know. It
But
was
and someone says, oh, it's because a lot of people know the name convention. Obviously, I know this. It's the naming convention. People get, it's like when people say, workaholic. Alcohol is alcohol, obviously. You don't say, if you were to say someone works hard, you say it will be workaholic, I believe.
yeah.
But obviously, aholic is what people, they know what that phrase means. So when you say workaholic, people automatically get that connection.
Yes.
So that's what so yes, I'm aware that's why they use werehog.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah,
They continue
I
on
liked
DBZA.
yeah, I liked Sonic Unleashed. But anyways, back to DBZA. Yeah, like it's very sad mainly because they were obviously a big part of how I am, because obviously the humor that they had, loved the humor. Like I really like, it's the same humor that I like, kind of dark but also very clever as well. But yeah, and here comes the third boss of the game. You fight this dragon snake thing.
I swear I've seen this thing in like every video game ever.
Probably.
I feel like I probably caught this thing in Pokemon.
Yeah, you know, Survivor.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one?
I was thinking more
Superior.
of Superior, yeah.
Yeah, Superior.
Gen
That's what
5.
Yeah. But by the way, I also want to mention why Dante, why did Nero just decide to punch the thing just out of nowhere, like on his body.
Oh, you speak English, okay.
Yes.
I thought this
This
was gonna
thing
be
act- this
awkward
thing
because
actually
fighting
speaks.
you.
Which, by the way, why would you attack with your children if you cared about them?
Sorry, but having you around is more than enough.
But yeah,
Because they can make... She doesn't really love her children.
she really doesn't. But yeah, so there's an easy fight, like for me at least, because I obviously played it a bunch of times, fought against her. Don't mind that that I didn't dodge that. Don't mind that. But yeah, to kind of go back to DBZA. Yeah, like I don't really have much to say other than I kind of understand where they're coming from with the whole burnout situation. Yeah. I kind of hope that they still at least continue some stuff, like the DBZ shorts. I like.
I know they said they're continuing that stuff.
Yeah, like
it's just a bridge itself.
Yeah, the bridge
That's
itself.
That's what they're not going to be working on.
Yeah, so I'm at least kind of glad that they're still working on stuff with DBZ, but yeah, it sucks that we can't get the Boo Saga, because I would at least wanted that, because that would have been obviously that's finishing all of DBZ. Their whole thing is DBZ abridged, so it was like it would have made sense for them to finish on the Boo Saga, but I mean, yeah, like I said, I completely understand with the whole with them burning out and not like making it not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Which I also felt bad seeing Kaiser like somewhat cry and tear up.
Oh yeah, no, I saw like they were pretty beat up about that. Like,
yeah, like
the only thing I don't like about that video is that I don't know why they felt like it needed to be like a little bit more dramatic. Why the fuck did they have it so dark? The video, like, was it just me? Or was the video like really fucking dark?
No, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay, like that's the only thing I didn't like. But I get like that's not the point of the video. But I was just like, that's just my little critique on that.
I think because they did it in their.
Do you think it has something to do with the camera?
No, I think it was because they were doing it in the Talkcast Pod Show room, which I believe most of their videos it's dark, somewhat dark a bit, so it was just probably the room that they were in.
If that's the case, then okay.
Yeah. But either way, you know, like I was kind of upset.
Yeah. Oh, look at him with his triple S's, but
yeah, look at that. Shit.
So about like them being. Like I say, yeah, they just seem pretty beat up, and
yeah.
At the same time, they just seem exhausted.
Yeah, like the one, the thing with YouTube, the whole joke is that when people apologize or say something like kind of like deep, it's always like, oh, they're gonna cry, they're gonna make excuses, all that. No, this was legit. Like you actually saw, you can tell that it really hurt them.
Yeah. That
they had to like make that video and tell everybody that they have to stop like doing this. But I mean, I just hope that after that video, everything kind of goes well with them with everything else that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because I think there was an anime that they told us that they dubbed over. So like if they can go make more. Like,
I mean, they could become a dubbing company.
Yeah, like that's what I'm.
If that's what Team Fortress ends up becoming. I think that's honestly a perfect end to their like story.
Like that honestly will, because they're still doing what they love, which is dubbing and making like all that. I know Lanny and Taka, they're both like really good voice actors. Like when it comes to that sort of stuff. Kaiser, I think he's a good voice actor as well, but I think he was more into like the editing and scripting of all that.
Don't forget also Masuko.
Oh yeah, Masuko wasn't. Yeah. But, and yeah, this boss fight was.
Yeah, I see. Like she's just dead, and you're still killing her.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, add salt to the wound to that. But,
yeah.
As you can tell, again, the boss fight pretty easy. Like she of course adapts a little bit, but because I knew what she was gonna do already. It's kind of hard for her to attack, like get any good hits or attack me that badly.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not just a human.
Yeah. All humans have demon arms, right?
Yeah. But my thing about like the whole DBZA thing was when I feel like what you're saying about like wishing they would have at least try to get to the Boo song, but like they mentioned in the videos, like you could if they would have forced themselves to finish that up. You would see the decline in the quality.
Yeah, like
people gonna they only I forgot what fucking show it was that when it ended, like you can tell like everybody hated that final season of the show.
Yeah.
But
Game of Thrones.
No, it wasn't Game of Thrones. They didn't mention Game of Thrones. It was a different show.
Oh,
it was because they could tell if you watch the show, you could tell the writer kind of just was burnt down. They didn't want to do this anymore. That's what they were comparing it. Like they know if they were to continue, people would see the decline in their efforts because they're just burned out and they just are forcing everything.
Yeah, and I do like understand Like again, I understand this whole situation. Like, it's not that I'm that sad about it. It's just more like, you know, I just understand their whole situation because they also mentioned about how they wanted, like, they started the whole DBZA like as a passion project. That's just something they were very passionate about, and now that it turned into pretty much work for them. Yeah. Like,
that's the thing. It's always fun until it stops being about the fun.
Yeah.
And starts in some way. And I wouldn't even say about the livelihood, because at the end of the day, those videos, they still to this day don't make money off of.
Yeah.
Like people like to say, like, they don't make money. They make money off of other things.
Yeah. And
not their gaming channel mainly, and obviously the fact that they all have actual jobs, mainly in dubbing.
And also their Patreon helps a lot as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, that,
so,
like, you know,
DBZA doesn't give them the money. That's not where they made the money from, and that's not where they're going to be making it from now on.
Yeah.
They're not going to get, because they're not going to get any more Patreon support for DBZA, because obviously they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's never even been about the money with them. It's always been a passion thing, but it's just was more work and doing something for fans as the years went on, rather than doing something because they really wanted to do it.
Yeah. So.
And I do agree with them that, even though the ending of episode 60 was a little like their character arcs that weren't really done, I still feel like Vegeta, and that's because of how it is with Vegeta. I still feel like there is a little bit more that they could have done there. Like, I don't know. I have to rewatch the episode to see if like Vegeta still had any like attitude towards him. Like he wanted.
Yeah.
Cause I know the way they ended it, it's like he's not gonna really do anything. Like he's kind of just gonna settle. I don't know how they. I don't remember how they ended his character arc there.
I think, yeah, like you said, you're just gonna have him just settle down because one, Goku's dead, so it's like
he doesn't have. It's kind of like within the show, like Goku's dead, like he kind of doesn't have anything to do anymore.
Yeah, like that's why I did agree with Laney with about just that episode 60 is a good conclusion, like to end off. Like it's not like, oh, you know, they left it on a cliffhanger and they're not gonna do it. So
they are honestly really lucky that Toriyama wrote all of his like sagas ending in a way that if ever he can continue, that it's an ending point. Yeah. Which is why I think a lot of people get the confusion that the arcs were supposed to end at a certain point, because Toriyama's pretty good at making things look like it's the end.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I just want to make a little side note. These are actually probably my favorite characters or favorite enemies because, as you can tell, with the animation of their of Nero's devil arm, they're pretty smart. Like you see him swinging around, but it's not like he swings them around, like all around him. He only swings it like back and forth, like the Hulk and Avengers. Yeah. So those enemies can actually be in front of you, and if you're not swinging that direction, well, then they can still attack you, and it gives more of a challenge, pretty much. Yeah. So like that's what I like. Like even in these low and the low level kind of like, or at least this one is normal level, there's still a challenge. Mm. Yeah. But back to
enemies that like regardless, they still you have to have a bit of thought process when you're fighting them. Yeah. But not to the point where it's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Like none of that shit.
But you'll see an enemy that does that pretty much.
It'd be like that. Yeah. What was I talking about?
With DBZA, the conclusion. Yeah. With the sagas.
But yeah, like I said, in that case, they kind of ended it off in a good way. It kind of makes sense why the ending looked so much like an ending the way they did. Yeah. You can kind of tell, like looking back on it, that they really were hoping that they could have ended there. Yeah. Because there was a lot of talk that they were even going to do the saga.
They were still on the fence with that. Like even like not even when the Cell saga was finishing, like they were still like saying, oh, about the Boo saga, by the way, that might not happen because
I remember like that was always like everybody before they showed that they were gonna do the Boo saga. That was like, nah, they're probably not gonna do Boo. They're probably just gonna end it at Cell. Yeah. And they finally did.
Yeah. It sucks that.
It kind of makes me wish that they didn't kind of just for fans like show that teaser that they were doing Boo Saga, because now obviously this shit happens.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, like it sucks that it took them this much, like out of themselves, like mentally, like to finish Cell and not even consider Boo. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know. Although I'm pretty sure Lanny would have.
The weird
done,
thing is, I feel like Boo Saga would have given them the most freedom because, like with Toriyama, like he just got to do whatever the fuck he wanted with that, and I feel like in the end they could have done that, but again, that just might have been like just the creative liberties that they had. They were just creatively drained, so they couldn't even think of things to do with as much freedom as they had with that.
Yeah. But by the way, so this is the part that I told you about, Derek, that I was gonna look up a video because this is the maze puzzle. This is the maze thing that like you have to figure out which way to go. If you go a wrong way, you'll end up fighting a group of enemies, and I know that would have taken a little long. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look up a video. I finally now realize that the way to figure out how to do this is the shadow. So the shadow will actually tell you which way to go. So it's facing downwards, so I have to go straight, I'm pretty sure.
So you always had to go opposite to where the shadow is?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I
just never learned that, or is it? Yeah, like this is me looking up the video, seeing okay, where do I have to go? Because I didn't want to like fucking waste my time with figuring this shit out.
I can't even talk shit because I was low key doing that in one of the Kingdom Hearts episodes.
Yeah, I know you were.
You haven't seen this, but I don't even know if like that episode will be up. Would it? It's episode 4.
Yeah,
so that episode will be the episode before it, because this is episode 4, right? No.
No, this is actually.
No, this is episode 5. So so people would have already.
Yeah.
You know, people definitely would have already seen the episode that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
as you can see about.
Yeah. So we've already talked about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll find like the next episode we record for Kingdom Hearts. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one world I wasn't looking stuff up, but I was going to because I told you about this one world.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking confusing at times. And it's not even that it was confusing when I went through it. I was just like, I was overthinking it, that I had to do everything in one go, when in reality it's do this first, then go to the check area, and then do the rest of what I thought I had to do.
Yeah.
So I'm in thinking the world was confusing, I made it more confusing for myself when it actually wasn't as confusing as I was thinking it was.
Yeah,
I hate that shit. That's the worst. Like when you overcomplicate something, that's the worst.
Yeah.
But no.
But I think we've talked enough about DBZA like ending, since I mean, yeah, like it sucks, but again for me, like who was the bigger fan or the one that followed them the most, I understood why their decision, so you know I wasn't that upset. It's not like I was like, no, I wanted to continue going. Like no.
If anybody else ever like that, like honestly, I think they should try doing something for fucking forever and see how it goes out.
Yeah, because
not only that, I imagine backlash from people when people are always commenting on the quality of their stuff.
Yeah.
Because people are always up and down about like, oh, some episodes were really great and some weren't so amazing, and it's like, you guys gotta understand, they can only do so much with certain episodes.
Yeah. Like that's like
there's a couple episodes for the actual show. That means whatever episode they have follow after that is gonna be pretty dry.
Yeah. So we're coming up to actually my favorite boss fight, because it's mainly because of story reasons. But yeah, so we're about to come up. I'm just like looking at the moves sets to see which one.
Which one would look the coolest if I did?
Nah. But yes. So we have this boss fight. No.
This man isn't such like
Ultra Instinct.
All of a sudden he activates his Ultra Instinct.
Yes. But no, you get to fight.
Bro, he's walking up like he is actually.
Yeah, like
he was role playing as Jun.
Yes, but this is Credo. You fight Credo.
Yeah.
So, I think yeah, so you'll see this coming up, but I'm pretty sure you also
Shoot your enemy.
you could have guessed you fight Angus as well, but it's demon form.
Yeah.
So
Well, then let me ask you this. What exactly
yeah, so you
is
see
Yoda after? And who the
Nero's
hell is
questioning
Dante?
Credo about like stuff.
You do not demand answers from me.
And the thing about this is that Credo, like you can tell he doesn't like you can tell he doesn't really want to hurt Nero, but he's a follower of the Order. The Order comes first for him, so he's of course
Yeah.
you know.
So
And
he
Nero,
has a lot of loyalty towards them.
yeah, so of course
Yeah.
it kind of shows that Credo is willing to do anything for them, even fight someone who he knows that Kyrie loves Nero.
I shall
so.
fill your hollow heart with light.
And of course Nero doesn't want to fight Credo, but yeah.
You two.
Symbolism.
I think I've used that persona before.
Yes. But this form of Credo is called Credo Angelo. Angelo is a very important name for the DMC games because
Yeah,
yeah, Virgil becomes I think Nero Angelo? I keep forgetting the name. I know it's just Angelo, something Angelo. But
I think I know. I feel like I've heard the name before.
yeah, I know it just starts with just Angelo. But yes. So pretty much the Order, what they've done is they give Credo and also Angus, because Angus demon form is called Angus Angelo. Pretty much given them some of the power of Virgil, some of when he was Angelo.
I just like the look of this boss.
Yeah.
I feel like he just looks like a fun boss.
Yes, he is. Because a lot of it is, he'll eventually shield himself, so he can't really attack.
He looked honestly like just from the angle. I guess that was the whole point. Like he just looked a lot bigger to Nero, but now he's the same weight class. Honestly, these are probably the best fights in any game when you're fighting someone your weight class.
Yeah, and like he's just very fun because he does that stuff where he dodges, and you gotta do this, which I did not figure out until I started watching another video that got me into really hype more with Devil May Cry. Yeah, I'll say her name. Shout out to the Sphere Hunter, because I saw her analysis
Yeah, I
on.
don't mind giving shoutouts to other YouTubers.
Yeah. So
Especially people who give us like inspirations and stuff.
yeah, like she got me back into playing Devil May Cry 4, like just realizing how much fun it is and how much of a great game it is. So yeah, she said that apparently you can actually attack those spears and you get health back. But obviously I never did that because playing the game I'm just like, oh, my instinct is to dodge.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Is like you have to break a freaking. That's something a pattern that you just constantly follow.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, now I gotta break this pattern. Oh,
Yeah, which as you can tell with this pattern of Credo is pretty much parrying. You wait until he attacks, then once he's
countering. That's what
countering.
Parrying is when like you're deflecting the attack.
yeah, but I think you can parry him and some of his moves because that's another thing. Yeah, Nero can actually parry when he uses double arm. Like he uses double arm at a certain time, he pretty much parries them or like parry them, like locks them and then you attack. Which by the way, just another cool thing is that when you actually get to use your Devil Bringer on him, just punches him and break his shield a little bit more. Cause
It looks like honestly like the punch actually will like hurt or some shit because when Nero punched him, like look how far, like how blown back he gets. It's like, oh shit.
again, like this is I really love this boss fight because it's just an epic fight of like two people who they used to be friends.
It's a
They
class
trust
of
each other.
titans,
Pretty
basically.
much, yeah.
And like you said, like friends. So like it's just this. I feel like this is one of those fights like, because for me, what's the guy's name? Vargas? Credo?
Credo, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they probably should spend more time building him up like with a relationship with. Obviously, again, this is Devil May Cry is not the whole point. Is not about the story.
Yeah.
It's about the action. But I feel like it would have benefited if it took time to kind of develop Credo and Nero as two people who at least had a lot of respect for each other. I don't need them to be friends.
Yeah.
But like you can at least establish that these two in the order they had like the most respect for each other.
Yeah. I mean, like if
That would have made this fight more satisfying for people. Granted, like I'll see this for DLC fans. It's probably incredibly satisfying. Like Jesus Christ, that did a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously you saw you don't actually kill Credo, like put him all the way down, but yeah. But they kind of hinted that with like the relationship because Credo being the brother of Kitty A, the person, the love interest, you know, like they kind of hinted at, but still. But I don't know if you noticed, but the first time Nero did his like just pummel Credo, at the end before his big uppercut, Credo is just says Nero, as in like, please like understand, like it. Again, love the boss fight because of this like whole relation. They kind of show that
it's not what it looks like.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's what Nero says. Or no, he says that's not what you think. Right?
No, wait.
I can explain.
There you go. Yes, I can explain.
Why did you do this?
You see, there's this guy called Dante. He's pretty. He's a dick.
Yeah, you know, like, and also this guy too. This guy's a pretty much of a dick.
It was our intentions to protect you from the truth.
Says the guy with the demon-looking sword.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, yo, that's a demon sword.
But then
You're
look
not
at
gonna hold that.
But then look at this.
Not to worry.
Just look at this. She, like,
Bro, that shit legit puts Cloud's Buster sword to shame.
it really does.
Your attachment extends beyond friendship.
She has nothing to do with this. Let her go!
And yeah, so of course Credo doesn't like this as well because that's
That's his
his
sister.
sister. Yes.
He's like, all right.
This is my fight.
Hey, yo, Nero, you want to tag team real quick?
Yeah. But of course, then since Nero beat the shit out of Credo, he could.
Bro,
barely
why are
just
you
walk.
holding it to her throat? You're not gonna slice her throat. You're gonna blunt that shit open.
Yeah.
You can't show me that and tell me that that's a blunt, that's a sharp object. That's a freaking mace.
Yeah.
You hit someone with that, that's not gonna cut them. That's gonna mush them.
Yeah. But I believe, yeah, this is kind of getting close to the ending. We have like about 2 minutes, but pretty much. I can go on with this fight because it's I love the fight again. It's the best fight in the game, which I also want to mention too. So we'll see later on with actually the Dante fight, because I told you again that and when you play as Dante, you're pretty much going you're pretty much backtracking, and the whole reason behind that is because actually the developers kind of was rushed with this game. Like this game is known in the fan base for being an unfinished game, and I do see that. But the thing is, I have when I started playing the game, I was little. I barely knew about video games and all that. By the way, you get Kratos' shield in this.
Can you actually use it?
No. So its ability is pretty much you're able to hold enemies up and technically use them as a shield, because if you
Okay,
they
so
attack
it's more
you
so
front-
like a moveset rather than
Pretty
an
much.
item. Okay.
Yes.
How much time we got? We got a minute, so you want to keep
Yeah,
talking
so,
a little bit, you can.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna mention, so yeah, the game is known as being unfinished, and honestly I didn't really know that till later on as I grew older and knew and learned more about the game. That but yeah, you see,
From an outsider's perspective, honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell.
yeah, exactly. Like it's compared, like this
The
mainly
game
because
doesn't look unfinished.
yeah, this is mainly because I haven't shown you all the rest of the games that kind of show more. Like, but yeah, so.
And then from my knowledge, if you were to show me like this game in its entirety, I don't feel like I'll look at it and say this is a rush game. I probably believe you if you told me, like I do.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't look rushed, and I think that's just because it handles pretty well.
Yeah, like and that's the reason why I love the game, because excuse me.
This is some people who say like rush games. Rush games aren't always bad. They've recently been bad just because people rush them and they rush them out with glitches and stuff. But a rush game
Fallout
is
76.
yes.
Okay. But,
Don't even
yeah.
get me started on that game.
Yeah, I know.
For anybody who's just wondering, I am like the only person on this planet who for some reason knew what was gonna happen with that game. Everybody else on this world apparently thought it was gonna be amazing. No.
Yeah.
I'm literally the only one of two souls that saw this coming.
Yeah. But
Anyway, that's besides the point.
yeah, but like, we're not gonna open that can of
I kind of works.
mess, yeah.
And just if a game's rushed, it doesn't mean it's always gonna be bad.
Yeah.
In this case, it just shows like It just generally gives you an idea of what to expect with it, but it's not gonna mean like, oh, this game's gonna be bad or this is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be short, nothing like that.
Like obviously the main reason people say it was rushed is because the Dante portion of it. They could have done so much with it.
And that's the part where I would believe you if you told me it's it was
yeah,
rushed.
you'll see, because again, it's just backtracking, and a little spoiler alert, but you know, Dante actually kills the bosses that Nero didn't kill, because you see all of them ran away or went back inside the Hellgate. Dante has to finish the job and actually kill the bosses and destroy the Hellgate. So,
and in the sense, powers kind of gives you the idea that Dante's just a strong one, that he can effortlessly kill his enemies.
That's the actually great part about the game, is that because they kind of overpowered Dante with, I think 3 was the one that that gave Dante the whole sword class, gunslinger, royal guard, trickster, like the ones that you see in Devil May Cry 5. Except there was 2 more. There is Doppelganger and Quicksilver. Doppelganger, as you can tell, as you can guess, give Dante another clone of him. Quicksilver stops time.
I wonder what that's a reference to.
Yes.
I thought it's a reference, but
yeah, but yeah. So the good thing about it is that people liked with Dante in this one is they still kept him overpowered as fuck, pretty much. You can you'll see, because he just like in this, it kind of stays with the lore and story that obviously Nero's still new, learning about devil hunting, while Dante's been doing it for a very long time.
He's far more experienced.
Yeah, so
he has enough experience as Nero has lived.
Yes, so of course the caveat with that making him overpowered is that the enemies and the bosses are pretty easy, because he has the same skills and same movesets as the previous games. So all the experienced Dante players pretty much rushed through his portion, and that's why people say it was kind of unfinished, because again, the Dante portion could have been a little bit more, and they could have done, and it shows that there could have been more with Dante. But I personally don't mind that at all, mainly because I felt like this wasn't a Dante game. This was more of a Nero game, and Nero's point of view, because at the end of the game, you fight as Nero and you see Dante's and Nero's relationship kind of grow a little bit more. Yeah. But of course, again, the game wasn't focused on Dante, it was more focused on Nero. So, yeah.
Hold any more thoughts, because we probably should be ending this now.
Yeah, we probably should.
Because my thing already started. It went to autoplaying to the next episode. So
okay, yeah, no, so
I had to pause it. That's gonna be pretty much it for this one. Probably have a little notice for anybody who's stuck around for this long, that this is just the kind of finishing the thoughts from that little combo we had there. But
yeah, and
that's gonna be off for, I believe, this is episode 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right.
Well, I'll fix it anyways, and
just put a little notice.
Yeah.
That people notice that this section will be post commented.
Yeah.
For the episode, but
all right.
Commenting after the episode.
Yeah. But all right, we'll see you guys later.
Have a good one.